So, guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Inspire at Genesis podcast. Hope you enjoyed episode 1 where we explored inspiration.
Inspiration of all different types, and how does inspiration spark creativity?
Exactly, that bolt that enters your mind.
Mm-hmm.
This week we have a new guest. We have our first guest. Her name is Bianca, but online you may know her as Bunny Bone. She is
There's Bianca.
she is Manadonese amongst other mixes.
Yeah.
We'll find out a bit more about that. And she grew up in Jakarta. So maybe I can pass it over to Bianca very shortly to give a little bit of a background about who you are.
Aduh, apa dong? Start from where? Background, it's like panjang banget nih.
Start from the
Dari mana?
beginning, and that's the best place to start, right?
Yeah, well, my family, they're not coming from artistic family, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They from they Chinese Jakarta, but my dad ada Manadonya, and ngomongnya bahasa Indonesia sama bahasa Inggris nih.
It's okay. We can flip back and forth between Indonesian and English.
Anyway, yeah, they're not coming from artistic family, you know. They're like boring Chinese Jakarta family. Like they sit in the office for 30 years, you know, like the same office, like that, like benar-benar just working people. But they always encourage me because I like drawing, you know, like always champion number 4 juara 4 kelas SD drawing competition when I was little, so always buy me crayon, blah blah blah, like that. And then after that we want to find school for me after high school, mau kemana gitu. They put me to German language study because want to send me to Germany to study art or something like that, but like aduh mahal lah, you know, like okay, gak jadi, cancel.
Did you have to learn German?
Yeah,
at that point?
Yeah. Harus bisa bahasa Jerman dulu. Terus udah gitu, and then we found SMOD, the school in Jakarta, fashion school. So I went to fashion school. Well, we didn't really understand what is art school gitu. We're like, same drawing lah, you know, fashion, but it's completely different, fashion and art school, you know. So I went there to fashion school, and then so the basic is fashion design, not actually art history or something like that, kayak gitu. And then what else? I don't know. Ini aku ngomong aja deh.
Well, maybe we can start kind of more at the beginning, like when we were putting the questions together, something was.
What do you want to know, like, for example?
Oh, you're an open book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe sedikit, yeah.
The thing that was jumping out to us as we were putting some questions together, and kind of like wondering what to ask, is amongst all our artist friends.
Yeah.
The question is, when do you know you are an artist?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, already from young age, I'm already different, you know. Like I remember my fifth class teacher saying that, you grow up too much gitu. Soalnya udah thinking about boys and like stuff like that. So I feel like I already grow up a lot and different, you know, since I was
you're
little.
mature for your age.
Yeah, and then after that, so because I was like that, I also very aware to like creative things like singers, you know, like the boy bands, you know, of course, because good looking or something like that, but the music, and then like videos, fashion, you know, stuff like that. And then paintings, drawings, manga, cartoon, you know, itu udah dari kecil gitu. But that's why like my parents, even though they're like, aduh nggak ngerti lah, they're so far away from like creative world, you know, but when they see this, they like.
So, but you felt nurtured by them.
Yes.
Okay.
Not in the maximum way, because they don't understand what it is art school lah atau apalah, Picasso apa.
They never experienced.
They never experienced like that. Yeah. They, you know, but as much as they can, of course, buy the crayons and then put in the fashion school, you know, stuff like that.
So from a young age, you already kind of like made the I think I have this skill or this talent. That
and interest also, you know, like big interest, big passion. First fashion lah ya, karena because it's like easier for your brain to catch, especially at that time. It's like if you learn fashion, you become fashion designer atau pattern maker or something like that. Yeah, you can have a high career in Chanel, go to Paris, something like that. But artist is apa gitu, like back then it's like, what do you want to do with the if you become an artist, different. Maybe now it's like completely different. You can make big money, but before it was like udah fashion lah gitu. But become professional artist is different. I think I become professional artist even only now, like after Corona, I think, because before it was like seriously drawing, maybe 10 years ago, around 10 years ago. But after that I sell my paintings, maybe 1 or 2, something like that. And then I work still in fashion industry, fashion clothing all the time. And then after that
was in Jakarta.
No, in Bali.
Okay.
Udah in Bali. And then in Jakarta, I work. So I studied the fashion school itu di Esmod, and then 3 years, and then I finish, and then I work in the teenager magazine.
Okay.
Kawanku, tau gak lo?
What's the
majalah
magazine?
Kawanku,
What's the
lo nggak di
magazine
sini ya? You're not in
Kawanku.
Indonesia maybe?
Kawanku.
Kawanku, nggak tahu ya?
It's like a teenage magazine.
Iya,
like
teenage banget, teenage banget.
like that.
So I did like styling in there, like writing a little bit article, and then I did translation work juga, ya kan? To English to Indonesian, cause easier for me like that. Nah, terus udah gitu, gitu. So I like always creative, and then moved to Bali because of I have work with fashion industry, fashion company terus.
And it made sense to move over.
Yeah, jadi move over. So after I finished school in the teenager magazine, maybe only 1 year, something like that.
1 hour would be a very short career.
Aduh, 1 year.
Yeah.
Terus abis itu udah already I just moved here, so that's why I'm already in here a long time. So it's kind of like my working time, adult time mostly di Bali gitu.
Yeah, been in Bali,
Terus
Maybe we can go back to Jakarta a little bit.
I did in Jakarta 1 year. I think I had at that time, it was a big translation work, like a 3 months project gitu deh. Pokoknya wah tuh lumayan tuh duitnya besar. Sekarang udah hilang semua.
3 months of translation.
Yeah. So like big project. One of my best friends mom, she work in Jakarta Post gitu. Terus dia dapat koneksi gini kan, kayak in association with like ada salah satu projectnya PBB atau apalah, pokoknya with the nature, they try to translate.
United Nations, yeah.
Yeah, videos of Marina Trench, underwater, apalah gitu-gitu pokoknya. But it's not like every day, like okay, 1 week full, and then after that a few days waiting for the writing or the video to come finish, and then come again, so 3 months. Ya udah, I just stay in Jakarta aja for 1 year, and then after that come back here lagi gitu. Still working in the fashion stuff gitu.
And so, what do you think of as a student of Esmod, Jakarta, and it's probably one of Indonesia's leading fashion institutes?
Yeah, I would say so. Paling mahal mungkin nih.
Not the best, but the most expensive.
Iya. Paling mahal sih tapi bagus ya.
And so, well, what do you think about the state of fashion in Jakarta and for Indonesia?
I think fashion apa ya? Aduh nggak tahu juga deh kalau fashion mungkin. I don't know ya, in Indonesia tuh kayak apa gitu fashionnya. I like sih looking at designers yang kayak bener-bener that's why I was interested in fashion design, because I'm interested in designers yang bener-bener kayak artis juga gitu, like
who actually bring an art to their fashion design.
Iya, gitu, like siapa Jean-Paul Gaultier gitu, yang bajunya tuh maybe nobody will buy it gitu, maybe or maybe
actually wear it.
or actually wear it, but that's why it's art, that's why I guess that's the kind of like the beginning. I kind of like, wah ini kreatif banget nih, and it doesn't matter, like of course I didn't understand at that time, they have the someone in the back yang pay for all this project crazy dresses, but you know, it's like it's really art gitu. So that's why I'm interested. So I like knowledgeable, like bener-bener designer fashion kayak I don't know, maybe Oscar Lawalata, something like that. Yeah, but really knowledgeable about fabrics, about batik, about stuff like that. Or
But it's funny how we start from this creative interest, but we then try to find a way to rationalize it into the real world. We're like, you know, I want to do art. I'm into installations.
yeah.
But that doesn't sound like a career. This is the old way of thinking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So let me try and find the most creative element that
Closer
sounds like
to
a
it.
closer job.
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
to a job, I mean.
Yeah.
And, you know, I went down a similar route. I loved art,
Yeah.
and I had to find a way to make it more, I don't know, real to everyone else or whatever. So I chose architecture.
Yes.
You know, and you're like,
okay,
there's a creativity to it, and of course.
I remember my friends in fashion school itu yang apa namanya malah lebih bagus-bagus kayak logiknya jalan in pattern making itu biasanya yang pernah sekolah arsitektur juga. So I think it's good. Yeah, seeing it from different things, different perspective gitu kan.
Yeah. That is important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's maybe there's a similarity there amongst a lot of people. Is that they try to find a little bit more of a sure and safe.
Yeah, benar.
But it's still creative.
Yeah,
so
it's still creative.
I want to do this.
Yep.
And the passion is there.
Passion is there.
But do you think that's the Indonesian mindset, or is that just a mindset in general?
Mungkin lebih Indonesia kali ya.
Yeah.
So itu udah kayak yang aku bilang itu, like I said, kalau artis, jangankan not even long time ago ya, I went to the tukang bakmi near my house gitu, and we were talking about what do you do for Corona because offices are closed, and I'm like, I can draw, you know, like that. I didn't say I'm artist or seniman, you know. Saya bisa gambar, saya suka gambar, and she's like, so what do you do? Like, how do you make money gitu? Like that. I can teach people how to draw, you know. I can sell sometimes my painting. So, itu sih.
Yeah, the old way of thinking is still
here.
Yeah. You know.
But I mean, of course, it's still hard to make money as an artist juga. Emang benar sih.
I think everyone in the arts or creative world has been feeling the burn recently.
Banget. Yeah. I think
so kind of moving from there.
Yeah.
Where you were in Jakarta, you were studying. You did go into the fashion industry.
Yes.
But what's the thing that made you move away from
Tapi nggak lama ya in Jakarta tuh only I was really into fashion lah, pokoknya I remember all the name of designers apa segala macam, but until in Bali also still like that. So in Jakarta only after school only 1 year working, abis itu already pindah ke Bali. So move to art, it was maybe 6-7 years ago, I think, or something around like that. Yang kayak benar-benar wah ini mau jadi artis nih kayaknya nih, you know.
Right. So there was a day that you're like, okay.
So I started drawing again itu maybe around 9 years ago when I was like meeting Craig like that. So that's why now, like, if I drawing, I always remember him. Gak bisa putus deh. So every time I do art, I fuck, inget dia. Anyway, because he brings my creativity out.
So is he your spark of inspiration?
Bisa jadi ya. Soalnya because he's very creative kan. Dia kan selalu kayak pokoknya apa gitulah di mix media apa segala macam. So I started to draw itu, but I was drawing in the buku catatan itu loh, kayak notebook aja gitu with the garis-garis.
Just doodling in a notebook,
with one pen, ballpoint gitu.
Yeah.
So I was just like that, gambar cewek gitu kan, drawing a girl with the hair like that. Terus. Ya udah, so since that it's like every day like that. I don't know, maybe I was giting kali or apa, I don't know lah ya. But pokoknya just start like that. But when you don't want to, don't feel you have to sell or something like that, you just draw every day. You know, you play music every day when you.
So it's really just from a passion. That these drawings of these girls just keep coming out.
Lama-lama become serius ya kan. Lama-lama become better because drawing every day. Of course you become better sedikit by sedikit ya kan, like that become better. And then after that. Let's make a frame, you know, like go to Artemedia, make the frame. Someone buying, 500,000, 800, 1.5 million, you know. So like that, terus pelan-pelan like
Yeah.
that.
So it is, you experience the baby steps of developing yourself.
That's
Starting
why.
from. Do you still have the original
Aduh,
notebook?
makanya nggak ada, cuman ada di Instagram. Untung ada Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It was in there, so it's like I think.
Instagram for archive.
Yeah. Harusnya ini ya. I wish I had the ini. So yeah, if you scroll like that in my Instagram, like long time ago, sometimes I go like really down like that, like 2013. Even that's like still. Yeah, I think there was like 2012 or 11 something
So
like
only you and your stalkers know.
that. Yeah, until down like that. Aduh. Yeah, so slowly moving to the art like that. But for now, until now, I still think fashion juga art juga sih gitu.
Yeah.
Because I know how it's difficult to make the pattern. Every time sampai sekarang nggak bisa tuh.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, it's art.
So what like originally brought you out here to Bali, and like what has kept you staying here?
First time I wanted to move here, it was because like can feel like such big freedom, you know. It's like really like there's nobody in here. Ya turis sih, tapi cuman aduh typical tourist, like, you know. It was nothing. And then nobody in here, like you want to go at the time, you don't want to go party. Mommy, papi will never know, you know, it's different island. And you're not gonna hurt their feelings, you know. It's like all this freedom lah gitu. But this is like more than 10 years ago, yeah. So it was like money, no problem lah, you know. Like sleep in one cost room with like 5 other friends, you know. Wake up, party, tidur, makan, kerja, whatever, you know.
It's
like
part of the freedom of Bali.
if you want the freedom, you have to pay a little bit. And then even like working as SPG, rokok gitu. Yeah, I'm
salesperson girl.
yeah, gitu. With the have to wear like really short skirt and everything. Berdiri di matahari gitu kan. I was like, what's this you do?
We all have that version.
Yeah.
For each of ourselves. We have something.
Aduh.
I think because we all 3 of us grew up in Jakarta in a way.
Yeah,
The move to Bali was a jump
yeah.
for freedom in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, banget. So that's why when I come to here, I think I come to here. I came here holiday as kids, you know, as everybody coming in here. But
Of course.
like klik gitu, benar-benar waktu di Esmod itu ada like apa namanya Dharma Wisata, apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya, like you go with the whole class, you go to Bali, you know,
Like a travel group.
field trip. So you can go to the silver guys in Mas, you know, so looking some batik, some supposed to inspire you, right? So we went to Hard Rock Cafe in Kuta, kan? Like 18 years old or 19
to see
years
the
old.
Western culture.
Western culture experience in Kuta gitu. So I was like, wow, gila. Yeah, pasti. I mean, I don't want to lie. That was also like, you know, like the nightlife was like, wow, so enchanting, you know, like magic. All these clubs, the poppies and stuff like that. And back then it was like, a little bit cleaner, not so many people, you know. So yeah, that's why I want to move to here.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of first experience was in Kuta at one point in time. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Pasti
not-
pernah kesana.
Kuta isn't what it was now back then. Back then, Kuta was the place. I remember when I went there. You know?
Oh, it was
Kuta.
popping.
Pasti kesana terus kayak ke embargo gitu jalan terus. The first time I got really moved here also I stayed in the Poppy's Lane, pokoknya hotel-hotel yang kayak maybe at that time 50K per day, you know. It was sometimes like classic Bali rooms, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy. So I was like adventure, right? I was like, yes, I'm like free. Yeah, it's cool. But until now, still loving it also. Yeah, I don't know why, because I don't know. Every time I go to somewhere, every time I always find the magic. Hey, it was really weird. It's like going somewhere, always like, wah gila masih bagus aja ya. Like Bali still beautiful, yeah, already in here.
I think
a long
even
time.
more so right now. I've been traveling quite around a bit, and you know some of the spots that you see is because there's no tourists now, and so you
There's
can
no
actually go
tourists.
to them. And you're like, wow, this is actually amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
it's really amazing, and it is magical. And then like no wonder people love it in here, you know.
Yeah.
Like the waterfalls, going there without the tourists, it's like wow.
Yeah, really beautiful
Pantesan,
experience.
you know,
actually.
people make God out of this, you know. Like really, it was really like
Yeah.
godly looking. Yeah.
So, coming back a bit to you,
Yeah.
every name kind of has a story.
Yeah.
So what's
Okay,
the story
sejarah
behind
ini
Bunny
art
Bone?
history ya.
Yeah. What's the name? What's the story
Well,
behind that?
I used to write like short stories. Udah hilang lagi juga nih storiesnya. Short stories like series, quite many of them. So I used to write a lot actually, like a lot, like in Indonesian. Yeah, I think mostly in Indonesian, but sometimes in English. So, but most of them I don't even understand what a prosa or like a puisi, you know, like the
Like the
structure, you know, or like what do you call this, something I don't understand, but I just like to write like things. Some stories are longer, a few A4 like that, and some stories are like really short or just rambling. So one of the stories, one of the series is about this bunny rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's she's a fluffy bunny rabbit with a gun in the tail, you know, the fluffy
gun
tail.
in the
Yeah, in the tail. Like angry ini kan kayak darah muda gitu. And then so she has like what do you say, like you know, like Joker and Batman tuh kayak
a nemesis.
Nemesis, yeah,
Yeah.
Nemesis. Nemesisnya is a hunter, so it's a guy, you know, so
Yeah.
it's like kayak sebel tapi suka gitu, you know what I mean?
A love-hate relationship.
Yeah, love-hate relationship with this hunter, yeah. So ada kejadian macam-macam lah. Udah lupa sih, like completely forgot what I was, but that was the story. And then after that, my friends they call me like bunny like that, right? And then after that I met Craig, and then my boyfriend, and then he's like, oh yeah, cute bunny, cute banget gitu. But I think you're not just cute aja deh gitu. You're also like rese, annoying, you know, and like hard like this, you know, like kepala batu and everything. So and then he's like metalhead gitu kan, kayak musik metal gitu. So, Bone aja, Bone, coba tambahin, coba Bunny Bone gitu kan. Jadi kayak ada ininya sedikit. Iya oke lah, ya udah.
So the yin and yang.
Yeah. Because Bunny is like super fluffy like that, and then the bone is like really hard, right?
So the bunny, was there something to do with like Alice in Wonderland at all?
No, that's the one I don't remember why it was like why that character. I guess I was trying to find like something that's really like in the food chain itu like nothing lah, ya, very weak, very vulnerable, you know.
But
like
then you gave it a gun.
Yeah. At least she can take care of herself if we give her a
So
gun.
could the gun actually shoot?
Yeah. Ini kejar-kejaran.
I'm trying to imagine how you shoot a gun from your butt, right?
Nggak kan dia gini, set gitu loh.
Okay, like a western, you know, from the hip.
This cowboy bunny that you created. Okay. Nice.
Oh my god, I wish I still have those stories.
It's a bit like Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, right? From like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, always kejar-kejaran together.
Exactly.
Yeah. I never actually try to draw this bunny character. Maybe I will one day.
Yeah, explore that.
So this Bunny Bone would be your artistic alias, right?
Yeah.
Are you
I guess
inspired
so.
by other artists who use an alias, or do you know any artists that you like that have an alias beyond just their name?
Yeah. I like many artists with alias like that, tapi it doesn't really.
It doesn't affect you. You would be more focused on the art.
Yeah, I think it's okay because some people comfortable to call me Bunny like that gitu. Kadang-kadang many times also Bianca or Bibi or something like that. I think it's okay, and also I like to see which one to call me Bunny, which one call me Bianca. Usually
Shows a
different.
level of comfort, I'm guessing.
Yeah, a comfort also, and what they're comfortable with me, you know, like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to say. I don't mind juga sih.
Okay.
So you've become Bunny Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've actually incorporated it into your personality.
Yeah, but I think I am this rabbit juga sih. I think I am this character also in the story, you know, because I feel like I'm very very feminine juga, like in the way I look or something. Makanya I always don't understand. It's like why you shave your head like a boy deh gitu. Jadi rambutnya panjang, nggak ada boy-boynya, you know. Weird. Anyway, I feel like I'm very very like sensitive, very emotional also, you know, like that. So yeah, I guess it's Bunny. Yeah, I don't know why this name come to me. Maybe because it's meant to be juga.
It's nice to see that people around you also help shape.
Yeah, I
You
think
had
so.
one piece, and the other part of the name also came from another person.
Because
you
we
care
have
about.
maybe sides that we don't really see. Maybe other people see it from outside, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Padahal I'm not really like having bunny pet gitu juga enggak.
You never had
I
a
like
bunny.
cats and
Yeah.
so, but I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like in the first episode that we were talking about, like we were saying that inspiration comes from two places, right?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
yourself and,
From
it
outside.
has to be combined by something outside.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just that example alone is kind of like, oh, Craig, you brought something into this and it's now part of my identity.
Yeah, because I do like juga sih musik-musik yang keras-keras gitu juga gitu ya kan, so I can enjoy it too. It's like his kind of music was like, yeah, bener juga, I can be like Bone, bisa sih,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Tapi but coincidence aja, it's like okay, bisa juga bikin brand nih, you know, like print it on a t-shirt.
It works.
Yeah.
Bunny rock doesn't
Iya
quite
kan,
Bunny
makanya
metal,
nggak bisa,
Bunny bones,
makanya
it works. Very nice.
So that's why, I think because he also has clothing line juga kan, so
Yeah.
he's like okay, ini kayak buat branding juga bagus juga, jadi it's like ya gitulah, kreatif, just like ideas gitu.
So, okay, you are fully Indonesian, right?
Iya sih, I would say so. Ya nggak tahu juga ya, tapi ya full Indonesian.
You'd say full Indonesian.
Yeah.
So,
My passport Indonesian.
as an Indonesian artist,
Yep.
I guess you kind of like, you look across the spectrum, you've been in the art industry.
Yep.
How much of it, how much of your art or how much of you is inspired by the Indonesian art scene versus just your internal or your internal compass for creativity?
Okay. How
It's
much
a
I'm
deeper
inspired?
question.
Yeah. Actually, that's the thing ya. Mungkin I think I look more to the not on the Indonesian artist or art. I think I look more like from luar negeri gitu, from different countries gitu.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe because I don't travel a lot, so I kayak automatically want to see what's out there also. But only recently, this past few years, maybe 4 years lately gitu, when my drawings start to become I had inspiration from Indonesian style, the Nusantara style, yang kayak crazy jewelry and stuff. Yes, kayak gitu. So I'm like, oh wow, this is like my own country. I don't know anything about it gitu. So I only just started to look gitu. But Indonesian artists, I don't know actually many different artists also. I know only the popular ones. Like I said, I wish I went to the art school so I know about,
It's not too late.
Yeah. Should be online gitu ya.
Yeah.
I'm really like now I'm more more like educating myself juga. So just start with the YouTube stuff, like just like okay, 1 hour video of Baroque history, sambil ngemil and then you just watch the video and then you kind of okay, and then next like that. Like that. So inspiring. I guess definitely everything I looking at will be inspiring. Maybe from the start of like Instagram era, that's also like opening a lot of inspiration, a lot of images, artists from different countries. That's why it's so easy, to look for illustrators that I really love until now, like Audrey Kawasaki. If there's no internet, there's no way I know about her.
That's what I was about to ask. Is like, if we had no internet, what do you think your art would look like?
Wow, okay, that's very interesting. Soalnya my art is like very internet banget sih gitu. Like I see most the inspiration from there gitu ya. Wow, that's something that I really not really think about it.
I guess a good test would be to not have your phone for like a week or something.
Aduh, I tried stuff like that. Nggak bisa deh, too much. I really want to try. But if I that's the thing, like sometimes you get the mood coming, without the phone, you can leave your phone for like few hours, like almost half the day like that. Tapi abis itu ya nggak bisa lah, you have to message Ibu Siti
I don't
already
even
buy
know
the
how
thing.
we
or
can
not.
survive without the internet now. Like, I mean, as a DJ, there's no way I could download songs without the
Mau
internet.
gimana
It's not-
makanya,
you
kan?
know, that's a pretty good
We
question,
re-
actually.
we really
Like,
already
how
but
we're dependent on
before
it.
internet, I think maybe I was writing more, not so
Okay.
much drawing, maybe.
Right. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Maybe I would maybe pursue on writing more than drawing. But when I was little, I was drawing ini loh, manga, like really comic strip gitu, kayak with the little boxes and the
And you make the story for it as
yeah,
well?
make the story juga. Makanya itu kan, because I like writing also, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe manga artist,
Yeah, that'd
if
be
there's no
cool.
internet,
Nice.
bisa.
I mean, Halim was making the comment. It's like not to use that exact word, but
Yeah.
your drawing still, it's like it borrows from realistic kind of facial features
Yep.
and shading.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it still
yeah,
has a line
yeah,
that has more towards the comic.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. Thick black lines.
Yeah,
and
thick
your-
black line. I like actually really neat like that. That's why at the moment I'm really struggling with the because I want to ini masuk to the painting at the moment nih.
Okay.
So I start to use the pastel charcoal and it's so messy and like I'm like I have no control in this, like really difficult like that. But yeah, I really like originally because I always watch TV, and then comic pasti itu dari kecil, like from like 6 years old. So for sure the first memory of drawing, yeah. But like many of my students now juga pasti umur-umur segitu at that age pasti ya what they know is like comic manga style. So it's pretty amazing that style is like can shape a child's imagination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, really cool. And then Disney cartoon,
Yeah, of
Disney
course.
princess,
Sure.
princess.
Well, what do you think? The Disney princess has changed
Yeah,
over
yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
years, right?
Yeah.
And we're getting characters like Moana, right? Which starts to kind of
Beda
like
so
Yeah,
different,
it's-
with the Snow White
Oh,
and
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
do
They're next to each
anything.
other.
Yeah. Moana
You're-
is like, we have to fight for you.
yeah, and
True,
and Snow White
true.
just like I'm going to nap.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
benar
my
juga
dwarves
ya.
around me.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the direction I think that Disney is purposely
I think
doing,
so. Yeah,
right?
yeah. I
And more
think so.
inclusive.
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe it's kind of like helping everyone look within themselves as well. Like
Yeah.
you were saying, like your drawings, you started doing headdresses, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is just like and suddenly you're learning about your own culture through trying to represent something and to explore something.
Yeah. True.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, more going out gitu ya, see what's what's out there, what you can do instead of only I guess it's different time, like 1950s Princess Aurora is just like waiting aja until dicium Prince Charming, it's like
Completely
even
different
100
mindset.
years,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
she'll be waiting, but like now the princess nggak
Now we just got Tinderella.
yeah.
What's she waiting for?
Yeah.
Don't answer that.
Aduh, asli. Iya benar juga ya.
So you're saying that you've been teaching kids, and
Yeah,
is this something that you've been doing before this COVID era, or were you doing?
A little bit before.
Yeah.
Started with the Nyaman also. So Nyaman just had the art space at that time, and then it was really good response. Everybody, it was like I think we started like really on end of November.
Of last year.
Yeah. And then after that, until 3 months after that, it was like good response, blah blah blah. But still like really starting, really slowly like that. But everything really good. And then COVID came, so it's like, oh my god, like we just had this one chance, good space and everything, and then like cannot do it. And then after that, maybe I didn't do it for like 2 months, if not 3 months, the ones that really locked down itu yang from Nyepi and then really
Yeah,
quiet,
the real
everything,
lockdown period here.
completely. So I didn't do that. I was also like, oh my god, I think I just found my calling there in life, like one of my calling in life, dia tutup lagi,
Yeah.
because of COVID. So I was really like kind of depressed gitu kan.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask you, like, how is it from being an artist from before, and then after teaching and starting to like impart knowledge on people? How do you think that's changed you as an artist?
I think this is definitely it's really like magic for me. That's why I'm really like eager to do it, like nafsu banget gitu to do it, because learning a lot and get paid, you know. But like it also showed me like how I know I still don't know many things, you know, like so it's really like, wow, put me down from the beginning again, have to watch YouTube again, how to draw face from the front and face, because people asking question, you know, like why do you have to do like this? I don't know, you know, I just you know, so you have to explain to people, so you have to learn again, right? So I think it's really helping my art, but at the moment the thing is it's become I'm also kind of like not afraid, but like, you know, many art teachers say, oh, I don't have time to make my own art because I'm already busy teaching, you know. And if you're teaching, you have to prepare the materials before, but like in school gitu, so you have to like, okay, because each student has on a different program, so I have to like, okay, for the adult we're making the, you know, this drawing, and then for the kids this cupcake cardboard, the other kid is the, you know, paper plate boat, you know, like stuff like that. So when I'm gonna make my own art, you know. But at the same time I'm thinking, oh, it's okay, in learning, I'm only aspiring art teacher, not yet like there, you know, only start less than a year, so just enjoy, it's okay, you know. Going with the flow, and it's I feel really good with it. But now not drawing yet, but I'm thinking who wants to buy artwork juga, not so many, so it's okay, I'm just learning.
Well, I think there is still room for people who are buying art. One of my business partners sent me a link saying, you've heard of cryptocurrency before?
Yeah, tapi I never understand what's
so this is
shit.
Without getting too technical. There was a comic book artist from DC.
Yes.
And they made limited art, animation and also digital drawings.
Yep.
And they released it on this digital platform. And the only way you can buy it is using this
crypto
thing called a cryptocurrency basically, called NFT.
Okay.
And they sold that digital file for $200,000.
What?
But this is like real people can do it.
These are real people. You can open a wallet, you can do this and you do that. The thing is that the important thing is that this system allows you to put your name to the file. So, you know, let's say you create an artwork, you scan it or you take a photo and someone wants to buy the digital version. If you sell it through this platform, in that file it already has your name inscribed in it, like as if you're able to sign a painting.
I understand.
And then they buy it and everybody knows how much they bought it for. So there's this new marketplace for artists to sell online.
Crazy,
and it doesn't get stolen in a way that's like, you know, having the original file, you have the big PNG or whatever. This is far more safer, I guess. But, you know, hearing someone sold something for $200,000 online, it's like for artwork.
That's why I don't know yet about this online thing. I haven't I should make the time more to explore, you know, like they started to make like digital galleries now, you know. Many other things to, I think, difficult because you just need to connect, right? Like so many people in the world are just not connected to the one in the other side, you know. So if can somehow work that connection, pasti bisa sih, I think.
This is where our social media comes into play, and you know, connecting with so many people.
But again, I don't know if like by painting gitu, looking from online gitu, like you want to buy or not, I don't know.
Well, it's a different experience, right?
Different experience. What if like there's textures or there's something like that, unless when the painter maybe already very famous, maybe, I don't know, but I guess people not so,
I think people
not
still
Picasso
buy, though.
also still selling.
It's You can only find out by trying, right?
Yeah. If you
So-
crack the code, I think you can.
Yeah.
People are definitely selling at least.
Yeah. True.
Exactly,
A lot of people
The
sell.
buying
Yeah.
aspect.
Supply is
Bener
more than
juga
the
sih.
demand at the moment.
Selling sih iya.
Yeah, exactly.
So just talk with us a little bit about Nyaman Gallery.
Yeah.
You've told us you were working there for 5 years.
Yes.
Can you just give us a little bit more background information about it?
So Nyaman Gallery. I work with Melvin, this lady. She's the owner. Usually she doesn't really like to say her name like that. But it's okay. Gak apa-apa.
It's okay, Melvin.
Yeah, it's okay. So she's the owner gallery. Super creative also lady, and very selalu semangatin gitu, selalu encouraging her artists to be creative gitu. So actually she met Craig first, and then she was interested in his artwork. At the time we were just doing black market, and then like one of his artwork he did like live in black market, mabok, like make this painting and then put it in front of his shop in Seminyak like that. And then Melvin drive past all the time in this corner like, I really like that painting gitu. And then until she asked one of the staff in the shop like, ini dijual for sale, like no gitu. And then like, oh yeah, but I want to buy, like how much, like that. And then the staff called Craig and like, this lady wants to buy your triplek. It was a piece of triplek like that. And then aduh berapa ya udah kasih berapa lah, 1 juta deh atau berapa gitu. Terus ya udah, and then become friend from there. So she was building the gallery at the time. And then so we were like, oh, what is this lady, like with the white French beautiful, and then like me and Craig is like rock and roll, like compang-camping baju, nyambung gak ya, like she can understand us or not. But turn out she was very, very open-minded, and she's very like, even the weirder she's even interested more,
Okay.
So started to so she said to him like, oh yaudah, make some more gitu, make more paintings, and then I'll try sell it. I'm making this gallery. So we're like, oh yeah lah, whatever. Many people in Bali say want to make this, want to make that, not make, And then turned out she make the gallery, and then we went there. Like, oh, this is really nice. You have very nice taste, and things, the interior well done, everything, like, oh cool, yeah, okay. So we start to work together like 5 years ago. And then at the time I was also I didn't work. I stopped working from my previous job, and then just drawing, and then help Craig a little bit with the job. And then after that I was like, I need a job like that. And then Melvin, oh, why don't you work for the boutique like that? So it was even like from the start, it was still fashion again, because sekolahnya esmod, and then like kerjanya ini. So work for the boutique. So doing that, but like not slowly juga sih. It's like naturally langsung geser to the gallery gitu loh. Okay, you maybe work more in here. Start from the beginning, like how to greet people, how to put everything in the computer, pembukuan, all the notas, how to do transaction,
So more the business side of
business
the
side,
gallery.
business side, how to run a store, a shop gitu. Well, at that time I already have little bit experience also, so I was like, okay, I can help with this, I can do this. And then after that become managing the whole thing, because like staff come and go, but I'm still in there, so naik pangkat gitu ya kan, jadi manager. Jadi so yeah, just help running the gallery like that. And then after that start to do like help her with the marketing, blah blah blah, the more creative stuff gitu ya kan, social media gitu. And then after that go to the art space, ini yang udah wah, this is gonna be like really me banget deh gitu ya, so creative. Wah COVID. But then after that jadi kelas at home ini sekarang gitu.
Yeah, we all have to adapt at that point.
Mm-mm.
I think everybody has this big goal and big ambition that they were building up
yes.
to, and
2020 was supposed to be like
and
this.
now it's just a big letdown.
It's like
But hey, everything, you know, I'm not saying everything happens for a reason, but
no,
it's more like, you know, this is what makes us human. We have to
Yeah,
adapt. We have to figure things out.
true.
And good things still come out of bad things.
Yeah. And I heard many stories from people also, the very positive. Also, even people from like Mbok Putu who lost the job or something like that. You know, like overall vibe is like maybe also Indonesian people are always like that. Yeah. Untung aja still have house. You know, still have family. You know, jadi kayak the vibe is always like ya udahlah.
There's a good level of perseverance here, right?
Yeah. Instead of panicking like fuck, you know, it's like udahlah nerimo. Emang at this time bener, it's true juga sih, you know, like Japanese people say nerimo, it's like well, it helps, you know. Otherwise you try to
you
fight.
freak yourself out.
Yeah. So
100%.
yeah, it's good.
So I think we kind of wanted to ask you as well. We just recently interviewed Linkan.
Yes.
Which I'm sure you know.
I love her work. Yeah.
And then she loves yours as
Oh
well.
yeah, cool. Thank you.
And you know, she explores the female subject as well.
Yeah.
And we asked her why she did it.
Yep.
She has her answer.
Yeah.
But we'd like to know maybe like what is this unrelenting.
Apa tuh unrelenting?
Unrelenting is like never ending and never stopping mode to represent women in art.
I think it's what first of all what I can do is drawing, like bisanya gambar, so of course I come from this angle, you know. But in general I always see like everything that not everything, many things that I personally like juga banyakan cowok, many is men, you know, like the photographers that I like, fashion designers that I like, artists, surfers, you know, like musician. So it's like cowok semua gitu everywhere, you know. Yeah, so like, and they are good, of course, like geniuses and stuff like that, you know. So just from that simple thinking aja, it's already like the girls-nya not so much, you know, like
So
not
you
so
want
much.
to represent that.
Yeah, so I feel like, and I also don't know many maybe women artists or something like that in Bali. Like I don't know. As I said, like only recently I just start to gain interest and see how it is important also, right? But when I was younger, like 10 years ago, of course, like women and art, like for me, is like something that's like, you know, you can talk about feminism and like, in general, like, you know, I feel as a, secondary to men in terms of like very basic things, like for example if you walk alone gitu and someone try to godain gitu kan, like with who you coming, with my boyfriend, and then he will go away. So I have to say if I'm with my boyfriend, or you know what I mean, so just some shit like that, I already like sensitive to it, you know what I mean. And then so recently I'm like that's why I'm like, what about maybe we push a little bit. I have so many women friends who are like, I think very creative and amazing, you know, like Jasmine, the DJ, and then like these fashion designers, artists, painters, you know. So that's why I'm like, this is cool, maybe we can make something together, or actually really do it, you know. Something like that. I don't know. Apa tadi pertanyaannya lagi lupa.
And so so we can see that you have a strong sense of femininity and feminism as well. Not necessarily activism, but basically just wants to represent womanhood. And I really can see that in your artwork. Your artwork is it's always the female form. It's always we see girls all the time in your drawings.
Always female form. I guess okay.
But, and then how does that represent to you?
I think first of all, I make like that maybe because naturally, because I'm a girl. It's as simple as that. Because I'm a girl, it's easier. You know, I know everything. You know, so it's just naturally like that. And also because of the fashion background, jadi you know, fashion illustration kind of style also my artwork like that. But lately, I think also I'm starting to want to be open. This is why the classes with the kids and different people good for me. Like not only female faces, you know, because feminism not only making drawing only female face, you know, it's like many things in life, you know. So in terms of the art, maybe if I try to be open, I try to make like a drawing of a male face also, that is very beautiful and feminine, you know. But next time maybe I want to draw something like more. Today class in the morning I draw something like the grandma face, like really really old person face, you know. So try to be open like that. I think, will bring something new for my feminine artwork, you know. And then in the boy face drawing, and I was like, okay, start to add more some background color like this, and then like, oh, like it's so pretty if I put like eyelashes, like jadi cowoknya jadi end up cantik banget gitu, you know, like one of those boys kayak beautiful banget, like jaw shape like this, and then like eyelinernya makin lah sambil bengong-bengong sambil tambahin gitu.
I love that. It's like a reflex for you to start to just go to your ways that you've been practicing for so long.
So I'm like, it's okay juga. I can put later the fur in here or something. What?
Nobody's gonna know this was a boy that started.
It's okay, yeah.
That would be the best. Like all your artworks actually start off as male and then turn into female, and everybody doesn't know, which is not the case. We're saying that.
So don't tell anyone.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I think like that.
I think it's, you know, women. You're quite right. Like in the professional top level, are women really represented as much as men? Not really.
I don't think so. I mean, I think stuff like that you can see quite clear. Yeah, it's like you don't have to be sekolah tinggi or something like that to know about stuff like this. You know, it's like and it's okay. I mean, like. In general, women are physically less strong than men. There are people say, oh yeah, tapi women also like bodybuilder. Yeah, but how many percent? You know, it's like of course, exactly. It's true. There's balance and there's the balance. You know, but but doesn't mean you approach a girl in the dark at nighttime become creepy. You know, doesn't mean like that.
Exactly. There's a balance.
And in Bali happen also like that, kind like. Yeah.
That's funny. I see here in Bali actually that way more compared to Java is that the builders of houses and the people who do the heavy lifting is like women.
Yeah, in Bali,
you can see that right
That's
here in Bali. It's
I
very
was
funny.
also starting to realize, when I was interested in the Indonesian culture again, from the head jewelry and stuff like that, and then start to become the Minangkabau women, you know, how they're like itu only from the mom line, and then Balinese women, how they're like so strong, you know, and then actually banyak in the culture juga, actually like women have a very important place juga in our country in our culture gitu.
It's kind of like the women build the billboard, but the men get to have the image represented there.
benar.
They build the house, and then it's when you look a little deeper into the culture, there is a balance, but oftentimes you can't deny that women are just offering so much support to the rest of the family and the community in a different way.
And also I think because more durable juga kan, you know, like tahan sakit gitu, you know, with the giving birth and everything. That's like, I mean, I never give birth, but I can imagine, you know.
You look like you're looking forward to it.
It's like you can imagine it's something heavy, you know. So if someone can do like that means like that's quite durable, you know. Berarti strong bisa gitu.
But it comes out in your artwork as well. Quite a lot of the faces are like proud, full of courage. And I don't know. I think someone's described it as like warriors as well.
Yeah.
Is that sengaja? Is that deliberate?
Yeah, I think many of my drawings that are like selling with a good price, you know, or like become like bagus, and then we make prints out of it, you know. Usually the ones that I make like really emotional, like marah, you know, or like jealous with something, or like really not satisfied, you know, like that. And then like better than marah or say something bad, you know, maybe just draw aja. Nah itu usually come out like really good, that one. You have
so for your pieces that have more of the tribal aspects, this is coming from when you were a bit more angry or you had stronger emotions at that time?
Yeah, I think at that period of time, I can say that. I like more bold, I guess. Yeah, I guess maybe, I don't know this is gonna be cut or not ya. Maybe nggak apa-apa juga sih. Maybe at that time juga like a little bit the time like a little bit rebelling towards the gallery also.
Okay.
Karena you know, this is many people say also, like if you're an artist but you work in the gallery, it's a little bit like kind of hurting your soul a little bit, you know, because you know the other side of it, you know, you learn about the business side of it, which is like, it's completely the opposite of art, you know. So but it's good to know good and bad. It's always like Hindu also like that, you know, like you cannot live without each other. So at that time I think like that, so that's why like, wow, this is like a good way to let out my, you know, like I want to be bold, I want to be do like this, you know, like I want to be heard, you know, like this. So I think that
so we
makes
can
sense
see
juga sih.
who you are and how you feel through the drawings that you produce.
I think so, because ada yang benar-benar kayak pensil kecil-kecil, like just like small pieces with the gold pen, you know, like this, manis banget gitu, ya kan. And then the other ones like rain and like dark cloud, you know. So benar juga sih. Yeah, you can see it like that.
And so we also were seeing in some of your artwork, you have to include the tribal headdresses and you were saying the Nusantara, archipelago feeling. What's the inspiration behind that?
So I was just looking at the, you know, the vintage pictures of like people tribe from Nias, you know, like from 1800 or 1905 or something like that, you know. And I was looking at them, I was like, whoa, this is like trippy shit, man, you know. How can... You know what I mean? It's like you don't see it like that anymore. Now, they wear the bullet like that, but it's already with the plastic gold and, you know, stuff like that. So can you imagine back in the day? So I was imagining like big time, you know, even in Bali, like how the gold, so Bali, Java, like kind of Indian, Indian inspired, Indian influenced art, more like cantik, like curly like that, and then like the Batak is like the stone age, you know, like you know, everything square and like symmetric like that, you know. I was like, wow, that's it's really interesting, I think. Apa lagi tadi ngomong apa lagi? I forget.
Well, how did so because you're having these thoughts about the previous women and like the olden times, and how did that go into your art?
Looking at this pictures, vintage pictures. I wish these vintage pictures. Maybe next time I will do a posting, maybe my artwork and then the vintage picture that
where you got inspired from.
Were inspired from, like because I tried to make the shape, the ancient shape that they have, so simple, so elegant. It's really difficult to make to achieve this line. So I was like, this is like hundreds of years of crafting. You know, I find it really amazing. So it's like little simple things that I can draw, I put in my drawing like that. So what I do is like really basic shape that I catch. But I wish. Yeah, that's why maybe next time I will post it like the original picture that inspired, so people can see how it's like an alien world, you know, like how someone can be so elegant and so fashionable, like really, really fashionable, without anything, without internet and anything, you know.
Well,
so,
I mean, back then the inspiration was not Pinterest or anything like that. So it came from like nature. It came from your imagination or some mushroom trip you had in the forest last week, you know.
Yeah.
So
but it's and it's also like culture, you know, like a long time to achieve that kind of look, you know, like all the girls wear the round thing, you know, so it you know, who the first one decide that all the girls wearing this headdress, you know. So it takes time like that. So that's what fascinates me, I think, also. Yeah.
What aspect of your art is I guess what aspect of your art is drawn from like purely your imagination?
Yeah.
And what percentage is really coming from what you see around the world?
Okay, yeah. I think so usually how I do it is I take the reference from Pinterest, but this is like a very plain model Polaroid photo, for example, yeah. Not for example, ya beneran ini. So it's like really plain, you know. So and then so I just want the shape of her face and the shading, maybe something like that. And then the rest of it, udah imagination. Put the headdress, combining the Nias headdress with the Batak, with the Sulawesi one, for example, like that. So I would say maybe from reference, maybe 20 or 30%, and then the rest is just ini sendiri aja.
You place it onto the
yeah
paper.
yeah. So using this okay, what I like today, maybe today I like Hollywood curls, 1950 actresses hair like that. Tapi headdressnya can put like maybe very simplified Balinese, something like that. Bisa juga terserah sih gitu.
So it becomes your kind of like mood board.
Yeah. So
That's why
I love it so much, because it's like nobody will tell me that I cannot do it. It's like completely freedom.
That's the beauty of art.
Yeah,
right?
that's why I love it. Yeah, I think like that. But mostly it's like really imagination, really campur everything. But lately I want to try to learn a more realistic portrait. That's why I'm starting to learn drawing the old people and stuff like that. So I think that will help technically my skill of drawing of the anatomy of the face, like the technical stuff that I didn't learn in art school, because I didn't go to art school. So this realistic drawing will help. So hopefully I don't lose this imagination world. You know what I mean? I have to balance between the two also.
Yeah, we definitely know you can do it.
Terus latihan. Okay.
Yeah. So one of my questions would be, if you had the chance, and you got to do a drawing of any lady, because you're most inspired by woman.
Yeah.
If there's like a famous woman from history that you would like to draw, or if someone living now that you got the chance to do a portrait of, who would you choose?
I think I would like to draw. I've been already thinking about this. Actually, siapa ya gitu, like someone who's like famous. I think I would draw Cher.
Sure. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Because I think she's really fun and she has like different style, I was thinking to draw her a different style, because she did like wear a wig with the afro like that, like
really spiky.
Yeah, and then because also her face is not like the typical Vogue model that I've been drawing also, she's more like of course she's beautiful, but like a big nose and like and but really fun with the makeup too, so I can put like colors and the thing. So I'm like, this is look like really fun, and then I can draw while listening to her music, so it's like already
nice.
have to set up the day, get ready for it, the Gojek, everything
so it becomes
ready.
a full experience.
Yeah,
Visual, audio.
Gojek ready, minum, so I don't have to get up everywhere.
Yeah.
Camera, tripod sedikit set up. Yeah, I think Cher will be fun. And then she's like wearing the fashion also, right? So it's like
she's an icon in herself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think I
So-
can make her caricature also, maybe something like that.
It's like what's his name? Andy Warhol's Marilyn Monroe. You're gonna
Yeah,
make
yeah,
the famous versions of her.
Sure.
No, that'd be,
Yeah, I
that'd be
love it.
cool.
Well, we're waiting for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just told the world
Langsung
you
ya.
can
Just
do it.
gonna do it. Cher is listening,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
gonna.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
waiting for her portrait.
Deadline nih.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
Okay.
I think that's probably all we have time for
Okay,
in terms
cool.
of questions.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to share, whoever's watching over here.
Okay.
Maybe share where your website is and your. Instagram.
Okay, yeah. Maybe website bunnybond.net, and then maybe check Instagram Rumah Rabbit at Rumah Rabbit. Oh, is it at Rumah Rabbit Bali? Rumah Rabbit, I think, because that's my home studio, and we do the classes in there with kids and for adult, and the concept is want to try to who make the workshop in there, Indonesian female artists only, like
Yes.
that. So far already have me, and then macrame girl, and then also coming up this weekend will be Linokat from this Balinese artist.
Mm-hmm.
And she's really art teacher also, so I'm like, okay, I want to learn from you how to, I'm still starting. So that's, if anyone interested, because I think it's interesting.
I think it is. Is it
itu aja.
Anru?
Andrew, yes!
Yes, I know Anru. Yeah,
She's cool, I love her.
She is,
We've been having fun.
Great artwork.
Yeah. Itu aja.
And so I think let's leave it at your final words of inspiration.
Aduh, final words inspiration apa ya? Don't wait until it's coming. You have to push through. If you want to draw, you draw. Don't wait the inspiration. If you play music, just play. Even go through the bad mood, because I did that. I was waiting for inspiration, doesn't come. You have to push through, and then it will come. It will come after you push through. So don't wait for it.
And what you'll get is a female warrior on a piece of paper, right?
All right, awesome. So thank you so much for joining
Thank
our
you, guys.
episode of
Okay.
Inspire at Genesis.
Sama-sama.
Yeah, and we'll be posting this online and
In a few days, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed that conversation with Bianca.
Yay.
Bunny Bone. Check her out on Instagram.
Di bawah.
And it'll be underneath.
there it goes. You get your little.
You just put it up. And tune in next week where we have another guest.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Cool.
Peace. Bye.